Welcome into another NFL Draft Player Spotlight. Locked On NFL Draft coverage is presented to you by Ultimate Football GM. If you think you can run an NFL franchise, just visit ultimate-gm.com to play the ultimate NFL GM simulation game. Start your dynasty today. I'm Kenani Stevens in with Daniel Monroe from Locked On Bulldogs. We're talking Georgia prospects headed to the NFL. Keely Ringo, one of those that we expect to be drafted this year and head off to the NFL. He brings a lot of, just size, strength. He can roam a field. Is he somebody you feel like can just start right away and have an impact?
100%. I think Keely Ringo was always going to be a day one starter from the time he walked onto campus in Athens. He just, it's not like there are no can't miss prospects, and so he needed to prove it on the field, which he has done. But you mentioned it. It starts with Keely with his size and, his body and his athleticism. He's got great size for a corner. He's got long arms. He's got great speed. And those things are important in the NFL. I'm not sure if everybody's been paying attention, but the receivers in the NFL are fast and they are big. And so it's important when you're a corner that you're able to be physical at the point of attack, that you're able to have the height and then the speed necessary to go get the football when it's thrown up there, because you're going to be put on an island, and he was put on an island a lot at Georgia, and that is something that I think defensive backs in Kirby Smart's system have thrived as they've gone on to the next level because of that schematic similarity that they've seen.
Because of the scheme he's used to, do you feel like he needs to be in the right fit, or does he have some versatility where he could fit in a couple of different kinds of defenses depending where he's drafted?
I mean, I think the right fit would be more advantageous for him, but I think he has versatility as depending on what defensive coordinators would want to do. I think he's a guy that is very comfortable being left alone and, playing press man. There's just a lot of that. At Georgia, Kirby loves to bring extra guys to the quarterback, and so he loves to play press man on the outside with his corners and just trust them to make plays. And Keely, throughout his college career, has been able to make plays. And so, I think with any prospect coming out of college, there's going to be a learning curve when they get into a system, because you're talking about coaches that have been teaching a system for 20 plus years maybe, and players that, are seeing it for the very first time. So I think Keely could go up against some of that. But again, I think if you look at, some of the, like Stokes at Green Bay, I think there's a lot of these Kirby corners who have had some success coming out right away. And I think Keely will be another one of those guys.
What's something you think he definitely needs to work on once he gets to the next level? Is it consistency? Is there a specific skill? Where's there room for improvement with him?
Yeah, I think it's consistency. It's interesting that that's the first thing you say, because I think that's what Georgia fans would say. Keely's a big play guy. He made the biggest play in Georgia football history in the national championship game in 2021. Everybody saw the pick six to seal the game on Bryce Young. He's a big play guy. He, last year, Tennessee ranked number one in the country, number one offense in the country, came to Sanford Stadium. Jalen Hyatt, one of the best wide receivers in this draft class, and Keely completely stonewalled him, shut him down, had an interception in the end zone in that game where he basically just outplayed the receiver for the ball, ran the route for the receiver. And so there's no shying away from the spotlight. For Keely, he is a big play guy, and he's a big game guy, and he's got that gene in him, and so that's not going to bother him whatsoever. I think where you've seen some struggle with him or some frustration from Georgia fans has been at times some inconsistency. Sometimes with all of his physicality, you've seen inconsistency in his tackling from time to time. He can be an elite tackler in space, and obviously he's got the body for it. But at times you've kind of seen that drop off, which just probably points to more like a mental drop off than it does any sort of a physical deficiency. But yeah, there's not much to pick on with this guy. He's a first round talent in my mind for sure. But that would maybe be the thing that I would say.
All right, we'll see how he adapts at the next level. You really can't miss with these Georgia defensive players. It doesn't seem like as of late anyway. We'll see where he ends up. Locked On Bulldogs will have more and let you know exactly what he's bringing to your team. From Daniel there, I'm Kanani Stevens. All of this is a part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.